Alright guys, in this very brief video we're going to look on into increasing, decreasing, and constant intervals of a function. So what does it mean to be increasing? Well, it means when the slope is positive. That's the big thing to know. It's increasing function when the slope is positive. And we're going to learn that the slope of the tangent line, specifically, we dive further into calculus, and that we're really looking for. Same thing for decreasing function. That slope of each of those tangent lines is negative. And then for a constant function, you see there on the right hand side, when the slope of all of these tangent lines ends up being 0 that we're dealing with. And so that's kind of a prelude to what we're going to be expecting here coming on up. So I got an example we're going to take a look at here, and it says simply determine the interval behaviors of the function. Figure out when it's increasing, when it's decreasing, and so on and so forth. So let's take a look. In this first example, it looks like we're starting it on off from negative infinity to right here at about negative 3. So it's constant from negative infinity to about negative 3. And then looks like from negative 3 down to positive 2. So we are decreasing from negative 3 down to negative 2. And then we are increasing from, not negative, but positive 2. All right, and then we are increasing from positive 2 onto infinity on out here, all right? And you might be wondering, well, why am I not bracketing off maybe the negative 3 to the positive 2? It's one of those things where it's how do you decide? You know, there's always kind of this math conspiracy. You know, how is something both increasing and decreasing at the same time? So how would you know which one to include? Really, in the end, it does not matter if you put it on one and not the other. I usually just keep them both open just to kind of give me an idea that, you know, it's going to go through. But again, it doesn't overly matter too much. Let's take a look at our bottom graph on in here. Let's see, we're starting out in negative, from negative infinity to what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So to about negative, so we are decreasing from negative infinity on to negative 5. I'm going to see if we're decreasing anywhere else before I have to make another one. And it looks like I'm decreasing from about 1 to positive 4. So we're also going to be decreasing from 1 to 4 as well. Okay? And then we are going to be go increasing next. So from here to here, we are increasing on this function. So that looks like from negative 5, excuse me, up into negative 3. So only 2 units, we're going to be increasing there. And then it looks like we're also going to be increasing. All of these slopes over here to here are going to be positive in addition. So from 4 to 5 only, we are going to be increasing there. And then we're going to have a constant rate of change as we go through right here, and then another constant rate of change as we continue on. So our first constant rate of change is from negative 3 to negative 1, and then we're finishing on up here from 5 on out into infinity. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's kind of just recapping a little bit what about means to be increasing and decreasing over certain intervals. Do me a favor, give this a shot on your own. One talks about our discussion about the zeros from last video, and then this bottom one, of course, is determine the behaviors for each of the intervals of the function in the bottom graph. All right, guys, and we're on to the next one.